or down, or Ethereum is going to go up and down. But many people don't understand that a lot of these cryptos have use cases and they actually do something, giving them value. Okay, and so today we're going to talk a little bit about how we make money in the crypto markets, because I think it's really important that people really understand this. So let's first talk a little bit, because some of you may not even know what a cryptocurrency is. And listen, if you're in crypto, we know that you already know this, all right? Give us a few minutes here. We will get to the juicy stuff for even the people that do know crypto, because very little people know what we're doing here and how we've been making money literally almost the last 4 years. So what is a cryptocurrency? It is a way to transfer value without the need of a bank, a central bank, or institution using blockchain technology. We're able to transfer money with no permission. Anybody can do it as long as they have an internet connection. And how do we send this money, and how do we receive it, and how do we store it? Well, we have these things called crypto wallets. So right here, you can see that these are wallets. So this is like an Exodus wallet. This is a MetaMask wallet. This is a desktop version of an Exodus wallet. And essentially, soft wallets are wallets that reside on your computer or your phone. Okay, now I usually use the interface of these soft wallets, but I also have an additional layer of security, and that is with a hard wallet. And I have like this hard wallet right here in front of me. And a hard wallet interacts with the user interface on your computer or phone that requires you to accept the transactions physically from your hardware unit, okay? And by the way, if you can hear booming in the background, it is thundering like crazy where I'm at, so don't think we're getting attacked or something like that. The blockchain, if I could explain it in its simplest form, your cryptos don't reside on your actual wallet. This again is just an interface. The blockchain is essentially where your crypto resides. And each one of us with our wallet has basically our own dedicated account that is not hackable, and that serves as our safety deposit box. And the only key that can be used to open up that safety deposit box is this hardware wallet, or maybe a software wallet, okay? Now, what is DeFi? DeFi stands for decentralized finance, and essentially you do what the banks do except on the blockchain. So it's permissionless. You can come in and you can lend money, you can provide liquidity, you can trade with nobody stopping you from what you want to do, okay? Now, what is the difference between centralized finance and decentralized finance? Well, let's say, for instance, this is a perfect example. You have Sarah. Sarah deposits her money here into the bank. The bank then takes the money and invests it into institutions. The institutions then take it to the brokers, and then the brokers then bring it back to the retail investor in the form of a stock, a bond, a credit card, a home loan, etc., etc. Okay? I mean, this could also be, once it gets to the broker, come all the way back to Sarah. So essentially, Sarah deposits her money. The banks use her money to basically give her more money and lend money away to Robert, okay? Which is not a good thing. Now, for me, the best part is, with Sarah, now she doesn't have to deposit into her bank account. She can just go straight to the blockchain, and now she's the one that's creating the loan directly to Robert. Now, what does that mean? Well, if she's providing the loans, or if she's providing or allowing Robert to trade peer-to-peer, then what that means is Sarah is earning the money, all right? And that's where we've made money over the last few years, okay? And this is a very important aspect that you have to remember, because on the blockchain, it is governed by tech, by smart contracts, what we call smart contracts, okay? Now, what is a stable coin? A stable coin is a cryptocurrency that is backed one-to-one by the dollar, okay? So we have like Tether, we have Gemini, we have USD Coin. All of these cryptocurrencies are worth $1 each. and they do not go above $1 or below $1. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand this because this is a big part of decentralized finance. Now, what is a centralized exchange? Okay, centralized exchanges are like the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange. In the crypto world, it would be like Coinbase or Binance. These are exchanges where you give custody over to these exchanges of your money, your stocks, your crypto, all that stuff. And if at any given point in time, you do something that they don't like or whatever, that now becomes their custody. They end up taking all of that stuff, okay? So this is something that, or one of them goes broke, belly up, whatever. The NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange most likely won't, but we had things like FTX happen last year that ended up going belly up. Now, what is the solution to things like FTX, like some of these other exchanges like Celsius or Voyager or BlockFi? Well, that's decentralized exchanges. And why? Because this is a place where I can go trade peer-to-peer in a marketplace where it's all non-custodial, meaning like, let's say for instance, I go and I want to trade, Ethereum for Bitcoin, and we'll cover this here in a little bit. Okay. My Ethereum comes out of my wallet into the smart contract, and the smart contract sends me Bitcoin, and now I'm holding Bitcoin. All right. And so this is a way for us to do things freely without any of these, centralized exchanges, which have really tainted the crypto market. But here's the thing. When everybody was panicking about FTX, I was watching the DeFi sector to see if any of those decentralized exchanges were falling, and they didn't. All of them survived. Okay, and this is why it's so important that we all learn this, because this is, in my opinion, the best way for us to earn money in crypto. Now, compared to traditional financial transactions, which are opaque and run through intermediaries who offer extremely limited insights into their actions, DEXs offer complete transparency, all right, into the movement of funds and the mechanisms facilitating exchange. So this means like no more hiding, no more waiting for somebody to declare what they've invested in. The blockchain allows us to see all of this transparently. And this is another thing that I like so much, because there's some wallets that I watch to see what kind of moves they're making. And I'm able to go, oh, wow, they just bought this. Maybe I want to buy this. Or they just sold this. Maybe I want to sell this. And decentralized exchanges allow this all, okay? Now, what are we here for? How are we making money, the bulk of our money? Well, that's using something called liquidity pools. And a liquidity pool is a crowdsourced pool of cryptocurrencies or tokens locked into what's called a smart contract that's used to facilitate trades between the assets on decentralized exchanges. So instead of traditional markets of buyers and sellers, many decentralized finance platforms use what are called automated market makers, which allow digital assets to be traded in an automatic and, most importantly, remember this word here, permissionless manner through the use of liquidity pools. So let's take a look at this example, because this is the perfect example. So in a liquidity pool, you get paid in two cryptos that you put in. So let's say, for instance, you put XYZ crypto and then you put Bancor, okay? Well, anytime there is trading made here, there is a fee that is charged, okay? There is a fee that is charged. And every single time this fee is charged, okay, this goes into the passive revenue, and the liquidity providers, aka the people who ended up putting the money to allow people to trade peer-to-peer, end up making these fees. And these fees really, really, really add up, okay? And so we've got, this is another example that you could probably relate to. So let's say, for instance, with the NASDAQ provides liquidity so that you and I can go and make trades on it. Now, every single time we make a trade from dollars to Apple, okay, and from Apple to dollars, the average trading fee is anywhere between $10 to $150, okay? Now, here's the rub. Of all of those fees, The NASDAQ keeps all the fees generated. Now, they do have some liquidity providers, but they are way outside of you and I's pay grade. These are guys like Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, all these huge institutions that got billions, if not trillions of dollars in assets under management. Okay, so they never called you up and said, hey, yo, John, you've got Apple stock in cash. Hey, why don't you bring it to us? We'll give you a cut of every single fee of every single trade. Said no centralized exchange ever. Okay. Now here's just kind of getting back to that same example because I really want to drive this home. Well, FXS is one of my favorite cryptos, and then you have Ethereum. Okay. And every single time a trade is made between these two pairs, well, guess what? The liquidity providers are getting 1% of the trade, okay? Now, this is great. And you can see here, based off of how much money I was going to invest at the time, okay, my interest rate that I was going to earn just in providing liquidity for FXS and Ethereum was 523% per year, okay? This is huge, and I'm going to break this down for you in dollars and cents in a few minutes. Now, let's say we have USDC and Ethereum, okay? Now here, the fee is a little bit lower because there's more liquidity. So the more liquidity there is, the more they're going to lower the fees because we don't need to charge that much, and because there's so much volume, okay? But look at this. Even though the fees were lower, look at what the interest rate was on there. 1,217%. So this means on that FXS pair, in 1 year, if you invested $10,000 and you didn't do anything with it, and let's say the price of FXS and Ethereum stayed the same, which they won't, all right, you ended up making $53,000, in excess of $53,000. That same $10,000 invested in the ETH USDC in 1 year turns into $127,000. All right. And this is so huge. And it's so easy. Okay. You literally, when you click this button, you sign a few contracts on your phone on your hard wallet, and it automatically zaps your fees right into your hard wallet, and you can spend it wherever you want. You can send it to your crypto.com card, which is a Visa that I use, and start spending your crypto within seconds. Or you could reinvest it in something else, or even reinvest it in here, okay? But this right here, this was just a couple of days off of a almost $20,000 investment that I had. That's phenomenal, okay? And you can see here, now these rates, okay, these APRs that we're getting paid, they are variable, meaning they go up and down, and the results really do vary, everybody, okay? I don't want to make this seem like it's the easiest thing in the world. This is a skill that you really do have to learn, all right? And it's not just, oh yeah, okay, I'll just invest it in there and boom, I walk away. We do have an option for that, but we'll talk about that here in a few minutes, okay? Now, this right here is really, really great for anybody investing in this. And this is, again, a cash flowing thing. This same pair, FXS, WETH, now it's down, all right? Before it was like 523, now it's 230, right? So it does go up and it goes down. And what does it go up and down based on? Well, more people buying and selling, more fees. Less people buying and selling, the fees come down, okay? But you can see here, or here, this ETH curve pool, which is another cryptocurrency, 155%. This convex ETH pool, which are all great cryptocurrencies in my opinion, 177%. Okay, now here's the last slide before we actually go to where I can actually show you what we're making live right now, okay, and how you can participate in this and get involved. Okay, so we've got all these cryptos. This was basically my earnings within 1 month, okay, during the 2020-2021 bull market, okay? And this means, the bull market means it was going up and up and up and up, all right? It was great. But just 1 month, all right, I deposited $13,000 and my profits were $16,947. Just 1 month, I deposited $10,000. Check this out. I made almost $30,000 in profit. And not by trading and driving myself crazy and drawing crazy lines on charts. No, just understanding which cryptos were good and which cryptos a lot of people were going to buy. Okay? Just 1 month here. This one I didn't do quite as well, but still fantastic. $62,000 I invested, $36,000 profit. Right here, this entry, $4,000. I ended up making a profit of $6,800. So this is how you can really make some big bucks, okay? Now let's move on to how you can kind of participate this and learn a little bit more as to how you can earn this passive income just like I have. So this is what we call Enzyme. Let me scroll in here just so that everybody can see this, okay? Enzyme is a way where we can actually manage your crypto, but I'm not going to talk about that too much here today because I just want to show you the examples of how this is actually working in real time, how we have this. Now, a lot of our students are in here. We have like about 120 students already in here, and you can see here are our liquidity pools. Now, let's just like dive into a few of these liquidity pools. All right, off basically $90,000 in Link and in Ethereum, which I talk a lot about Link in my social media. We've made almost $2,000 this month alone, and this has been only in the last 15 days. Let's take a look at some of these other ones, okay? Matic. And on top of this, guys, these cryptos are actually going up as well. So not only are we earning these fees, but they're actually going up in value, and we're just earning more and more and more. This one, $50,000. This was just done a couple days ago, 2 days ago. We've earned $303 off $50,000. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look at a few other ones. Let's take a look at our FXS. This is one that I really like, okay? So FXS, $46,000. Look at this, $3,223 that we've already earned in fees in 2 weeks. This is ridiculous, all right? This is really how we can do and make some real generational wealth. Let's take a look at Aave. This is another crypto that we really like. $1,500 off $78,000. This is in the last 15 days as well, okay? So this is just some of the cryptos that we are investing in. We do have ways that you can come in and learn how to do this, or we can manage it. Some of our students do half and half. Some of them have all of it here. Some of them don't have us touch any of their crypto. Now, the cool thing about this, though, is that you're the only one who can withdraw this money, which means no Ponzi scheme, and it is fully transparent. You can see every single transaction that has been made since the inception of this vault, okay? We do not keep custody of your money. We just manage it. And that is a very powerful tool. Now, how can you get involved in this? We have courses where we actually teach people DeFi. You need to learn this stuff. You also need to learn what we're investing in. See, so many people just give their money to even financial advisors, and we are not financial advisors. I want to make that very clear. We are not even close to financial advisors. Why? Because I'm a financial advisor for myself, all right? But I want you to be a financial advisor for yourself. And this means that you have to learn what these cryptos are. You know, we've got probably, 10 or 11 cryptos that we're invested in here. We teach you about every single one of these cryptos so that you can understand what you're investing in. And then we also talk about other cryptocurrencies. All these cryptos are cryptos that we call blue chip. These are ones that we think are going to really do well because they have a great use case. We have other cryptos that are more speculative. Okay, but we don't have those in here because this is a very responsible investment by all means in crypto. Now, I want to make one thing clear. There should be a link right below. You can actually book a call. If you like what you're seeing here, you can book a call right now and you can talk to somebody who is highly qualified in exactly what I'm doing here, okay? So these aren't salespeople. We actually call them onboarding specialists because we don't believe in just selling just for selling's sakes. What we want is to bring people who are interested, who are going to make good students. And the more of those that we have, the more successful we're going to be. So what I want for you to do is, if you are interested, if you stayed this long, click on the link below, book a call, talk to one of us. We've got payment options, we've got all sorts of things, and our plans run from anywhere from like $500 to a year all the way up to $15,000, all right? And there's all sorts of things that we teach you here. It's not just this. It's how to keep your crypto secure. It's how to transfer between blockchains. It's the new technology that's coming out. It's how to set up your hard wallet. All these things that people just don't know where to start, we put it in a easy to learn way for you. So again, if you're interested, click on that link below. We want to see if we're a good match for you and you're a good match for us. And let's see if we can teach you a little bit about this so you can participate in this. Again, this is not financial advice. All results vary depending on when you get in the market and how much you put in and what you invest in. So don't take this as he's guaranteeing. There are no guarantees in life. And I will say one last thing. I will leave you with one quick thing. If anybody ever guarantees you anything in crypto or investments, it's probably a Ponzi scheme. So let it be. But the real juicy stuff is the stuff that is not guaranteed, that you have to learn, that you have to understand to make money, to succeed. This is what we're doing here. Book that call. We'll see you guys in